Jordan Peterson had this debate, I guess you might call it. I don't know if it's a debate.
Not
I think
particularly.
anyway, he had a debate with Destiny, and he has some of his most unhinged on-screen moments I've ever seen. I mean, they're just phenomenal. Let me just show one. Because are they long?
Talk about it today.
There's one on the subreddit. Let me pull that one up.
You explain it, because the leftists should have been the ones that were most skeptical about the bloody pharmaceutical companies. And they jumped on the vaccine bandwagon in exactly the same way that you're doing right now.
Pharmaceutical companies have helped us tremendously throughout the...
Right, there we go. Fine. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
You're just wrong.
This man just said modern medicine has not helped us. Awesome. I guess that explains why he went to Russia to detox from being a benzo addict.
Right,
With Jordan's decline.
I'm pretty sure he did bloodletting or something in Russia.
Surely, I see. So you don't think that the pharmaceutical companies who dominate the advertising landscape with 75% of the funding are corrupt?
I don't. Corrupt is a very broad.
No. It's.
Do you think that
corrupt with a tinge of malevolence?
Do you think
willing to extract money out of people by putting their health on the line? Do you don't believe that?
Do you think that we get effective drugs from pharmaceutical companies?
I hate the jacket.
He is
This might be the craziest. Like, what the fuck is he wearing?
It's bananas. I don't know if it's crazier than Two-Faced, though.
Dude, I love that fucking jacket. I don't know what y'all smoke.
I feel like, listen, if you wore it, Zach, if you wore it, I would love it because it's how you wear it and what you wear with it.
Right.
Now we're looking at a therapist or
intellectual dark web.
We're looking at an intellectual, and he's wearing it with jeans and like a button up. It just does not work. I hate it.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The vibes are terrible.
That jacket's being worn with an ugly personality.
It's being worn with malevolence.
Absolutely.
Right, there we go. Fine.
What an idiot.
Not particularly.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta go back.
So insane.
What did he ask him?
Health on the line.
Do you
don't
think
believe that?
Do you think that we get effective drugs from pharmaceutical companies?
Not particularly.
How can you say that?
What the hell?
How the fuck? I mean, again, this man eats raw meat to fix whatever, so I guess he's living.
Why is he trying to be so angry? It almost looks like performative, like he's...
I think he's really emotionally unstable. Frankly.
Yeah.
Right, there we go.
I think he flies off. I think he's not well.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Coma did a number on him.
Not
This
particularly.
interview was over 2 hours. I got like an hour and 20 minutes in before the show, and it was calm up to that point. So I wonder what was the turning point.
Oh, really? Interesting. What was your thoughts on the hour 20? Is it worth watching? I didn't watch it, the whole thing. I didn't watch any of it.
The beginning was whatever. It was the same shit. They're kind of just introducing each other and basic takes. But yeah, maybe the second half is a lot juicier.
Yeah.
Do you think that any vaccines work?
Yes.
Do you think that any...
I don't think 80 of them work.
Oh my
At once for babies. I think that's a little risky.
But
based on what? I'm sorry, but like, who are you?
Yeah, why?
And stop yelling at me.
Yeah.
Literally billions of children, millions of children every year are getting multiple shots when they're born. It's absolutely dangerous.
Right, there we go. Fine.
I would assume that everyone in this room, as a child, got tons of vaccines. I remember getting a shitload.
Yeah,
like everybody did.
And
That's
we're
the
giving
standard,
it to our
right?
children right now as parents.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, of course.
And our dogs get vaccines.
Listen, if you're in the position when you're in the hospital and you have a newborn baby and you're in the position where you're like, listen, the doctor's like, here's what we recommend, all this, and you're like, listen, doc.
Do your thing, baby.
I don't
did
trust
my
you.
research.
I don't trust you. The doctor who just delivered your baby and kept you alive.
At once for babies.
We've been on this vaccine schedule for how many decades?
Like
and babies
this.
don't...
Like this.
He's talking about
not
autism,
like
I guess.
this. Not carefully.
I had a ton of
Not like
vaccines when
that.
I was a child. I'm pretty sure that was the norm for people. There were a ton of vaccines.
There's way more now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wow.
He kind of battered Destiny into submission.
It's just like, okay, whatever.
There's lots of
You
Daily
explain
Wire
it,
news.
because the left is
Candy, my favorite, she got ousted from the Daily Wire for being a psychotic, anti-Semitic, neo-Nazi
I want you to give
conspiracy
me
theorist.
rim job.
That's what I would. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, we gotta get on with this.
Ethan.
you're in a position to evaluate the scientific credibility of the trials for the vaccines.
Why is
do
it
you?
so small?
No, I don't. So I have to trust.
Then what are you
I
doing?
have to do, what
I don't trust
I
them.
have to
I looked at
trust
the bloody
I have
data.
To, you have, first of
Why
all,
is it so
you have
small?
to trust third parties to some extent. When you go outside,
I don't have to trust
Of course
third-
you do. You do every day. When you turn the keys in your car, you hope your engine doesn't explode. When you're drinking water, you hope that the public water or whatever tap or bottled water you got it out of isn't contaminated or poisoned with cholera.
I don't
when
do
you
that as a consequence of consensus.
No, you of course you do.
No, I don't. I do that as a consequence of observing multiple times that when I put the goddamn key in the ignition, the truck started.
Why do you know it's going to start the 50th or the 100th time? Why do you, how
Don't
many times
play
do you wear
Hume
the?
with me. You
I'm
know
not
perfectly
playing
well
Hume.
why.
You don't know if the denim in those jeans isn't leaking into your bloodstream. To some extent, we have to trust third-party institutions to make
Except when they
determination.
use force. How about
Especially
that?
when they use force. We trust the police officers. We trust the
We
judicial
do, Abe.
systems.
We do. We on the left trust the police, do
To
we?
some extent, do we? If somebody's breaking into your
That's why
house,
we
who do you
defund
call?
them.
I'm not a defunder, but if somebody's breaking into your house, you can be the most defund person in the world. Who are you going to call? Are you going to call your neighbor? Are you going to call Joe Biden? Are you going to call Obama? Are you going to call the Black Panthers? You're going to call the
Okay,
cops.
so
It's
tell me
almost
this.
done.
Yeah.
So riddle me this, Batman.
You're in a position to evaluate the scientific credibility of the trials for the vaccines, do you?
No, I don't.
You
Oh,
So I
that's
have to
it.
trust
Then what are you
what I have
doing?
to do.
Okay, there it is. What? It's so small.